Today is June the 18th. What might happen if we show hospitality? Let's find out together as we study several passages in Scripture. So all this week we've been talking about showing hospitality to resident aliens. In our context, we are looking to show hospitality to those who are not part of our body, but who live near us, who are friends or family or co-workers or even neighbors who don't necessarily attend our church. As we show them hospitality, what could happen? According to Hebrews chapter 13, verse 2, don't forget to show hospitality to strangers, for some who have done this have entertained angels without realizing it. Remember that in Hebrews, the word for angels is also the word for messengers. Show hospitality. You may learn something from the Lord when you do. Later on, very same chapter, Hebrews 13, verse 16, don't forget to do good and to share with those in need. These are the sacrifices that please God. When we show hospitality, we extend God's kingdom. If there's no other result, that's enough to make me want to show hospitality. But there are others. In the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, starting to read in verse 9, two people are better off than one, for they can help each other succeed. If one person falls, the other can reach out and help. Someone who falls alone is in real trouble. Likewise, two men lying close together can keep each other warm, but how can one be warm alone? A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but two can stand back to back and conquer. Three are even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken. When we show hospitality, we actually can gain a new friend. One of the things that this does is it helps us to understand that we are truly dependent on each other. We gain a new friend that we can help and who can help us when we need help. Those periods come up pretty frequently. Finally, in Matthew chapter 25, Jesus tells the story. He gives a parable of the end of times, the final judgment. The Lord calls all people before him, and he divides them into goats on his left hand and sheep on his right. And to the sheep on his right, he says, you fed me, you gave me water, you clothed me, you visited me. They said, when? We didn't do this to you. In verse 40, the king will say, I tell you the truth. When you did it to one of the least of these, my brothers and sisters, you were doing it to me. The host is honored. The host gives honor, and he receives honor. Here in this passage, he receives the honor of being brought into God's family, into God's kingdom. The host is honored. A lot of good things can happen when we show hospitality. The trick is, are we going to do it? So that's my final question to you today. What will you do? Who will you do it with? Who will hold you accountable to make sure it's done? Make your plans and then go out and show hospitality. Please like, follow, and subscribe on whatever platform you use to listen to this devotional. Email your questions to us at questions@becomehope.com. On Sunday, we'll talk about generosity and abundance.